Your tail's down? So you're depressed? Why? Turbo must be depressed. I was working on the SC300, and I realized you guys want to know more about this car. Let's check it out. 2 or 3 things happened, and I didn't share it with you guys. This is my new battery tie down. It's cost effective. I put a fluid damper pulley on it. So earlier I had the radiator out, and I put these nice HPS upper and lower radiator hoses with embossed clamps. That's pretty cool. This car's got a lot of HPS little goodies on it now. And then I just installed everything back together, and when I was at it I put a fresh belt, just a stock belt. Fluid damper was on there just so that I got rid of the chances of the OEM pulley separating and ruining my stock radiator. But I don't have another stock one, so I wanted to keep it alive. Okay, now I'm in here. I'm in here and you guys are wondering why. Okay, the reason why is Sparko gave me a slider. Hey! Stop yelling, Crow. Oh, he's up there. Sparko gave us a slider for this car. That means Renee can drive it better. And then I got the other side seat bracket, and I had a rail already for like side rails or whatever, side mount. And I had that seat from 2 years ago, you know, that used to be in the Pro car. That's kind of all the hand-me-down pieces that this car was gonna get. But I just didn't have that seat base before, so that's why we had the stock seat. Okay, the reason why this is all dirty in here, and that, hey, shut up. Ah! He's just gonna keep yelling at me. Someone has a BB gun, come over here and I have like multiple spots. I had to move this all the way forward, so I had to cut more out. I had to cut here. I was cutting on this one over there, and it's like ready to go back in. So I'm gonna put it all back in. Now Renee can drive it, and the reason I moved it farther forward is because the seat pretty much wants to rub on this. I know it'll be slightly higher now. Still gonna probably rub on the bolster of the seat, the side bolster. I don't know yet until I put it in, but I don't want to offset the seat because then you're not centered with the steering wheel. Yeah, it's not ideal probably anymore. It was pretty centered and I like the positioning. It's probably gonna be off a tiny bit now. Otherwise I would have had to mount a much slimmer handbrake, which this one's kind of all this extra crap going on anyway. I don't know. One day I'll make my own handbrake again. We'll mount it in here, but I'll have to grind this off and make it like half the width of that. But for now, we're gonna probably end up having to trim part of the seat. It's already been trimmed a little bit. We'll trim more. I'm gonna get back to work, but I'll show you step by step, and I don't know how far I'll get today because it's getting later. I might not be able to get that seat in and out, but I'm gonna get the slider in this one and do my trimming. This side's much harder. And then we're gonna go to Adams with this car on Saturday night, and today's Thursday, so I have tomorrow a little bit to work on it, and then I have to find tires. That's the goal, at least, go to Adams. And I'm moving all this stuff around so I can bring Renee. I know she says she doesn't want to drift at Adams, but maybe I can convince her. We'll see. That'd be cool to get Renee to do that. Drive on the track. I know she can't like manji and do stuff that great yet, but she could probably drift one corner, or it'd be like this direction, drift, whoop-ah, and then let off. But she's like, I don't want to make everyone like wait for me or ruin their track experience. I'm like, maybe I'll get her to drift. We'll see. All right, let me finish this. Dun, dun, dun.
Look, guys, I can reach.
Is that exactly where you'll be?
Yeah, I think so. Probably. Yeah. That's nice.
That's cool. We had to tilt the seat. It was more like this. We made it more upright, and then see, I moved that whole down one. That slider is in there. She has it like super far forward, like no one else here could fit in there.
What's a standard like or ideal driver position as far as where your arms are to this?
Mine is less than that. I like to make it like my elbow just touches this.
Still always.
I think her legs are too short. So like mine would be like, my hands would kind of be like this away, like it could touch, but the palm of my hand's not hitting. So it'd be like that part, and then my elbow would be touching that.
And where do you have your foot to like?
My feet are always, I like to drive with bent legs. Oh, you could.
So my legs are just really short.
This is like broken. It should telescope in and out. She could have had perfect driving position, but not anymore.
What size seat is this?
This is the smallest one that Sparko makes, a circuit. Oh,
I would
she
take
had
a
a
full size
pillow.
like bed pillow and fold it in half.
Folded
double
in
it up.
half, and it was still not enough. She needed like a little more.
I get
but
blisters on my hands from like trying to hold myself forward.
yeah. So now she should be good. So I need to put one more seat in, mess with that seat belt on the passenger side because it's all tangled, and then I need to go drive around Santa Ana and talk to used tire places and find 4 used tires, because we were just using like street tires pumped up to like 60, so I just need some used tires. We'll make it happen by the time Saturday comes around.
I've never driven with a helmet on.
Well, things are gonna get wild. Okay, I gotta go, guys. See you soon. We are complete. Did the install of this side too, so that guy was really easy because there's no slider. So now I can just sit here and hang out while Renee drifts, or she can hang out. It's done. Now let's go to the track with it. Today's Thursday evening, so we're gonna get tires, but we'll go to the track and it'll be in the same video for you guys. See how we do with it at the track. It's really slow, so I'm worried that it's just not enough at the track. Like we need like another 60 horsepower so I could be in 3rd gear, but it's geared down so low. 3rd gear would be more like the average 2nd gear or whatever. We'll find out. Let's go do it. Getting set up to leave. Just gonna bring the SC on the trailer. It's never been on the trailer yet, so we'll do that shortly. And we're gonna head out. Joe's gonna street drive his there. We're almost here. Oh look, we rock turbo. Turbo, say hi to the people. Hi. We're here a little bit early. Yeah, there's a couple people here already. Yeah, I used to come out to Adams for Thursday Night Drift a long time ago when I first was learning how to drift. It was fun. We used to come here with the RX-7 and learned how to drift better here.
The FC. Okay, we're gonna try to park.
We made it. John's here. But John brought 2 cars. So he brought his 240 and the Miata. I could probably drive with the Miata, not the 240.
Maybe. I'll let you. I just have to drive the Supra.
Oh, no, I think with it. I mean like...
Oh yeah, with it? Yeah.
Yeah, tandem, but... And then, look, I found Renee over there.
Hi, Renee.
Dan just signed me up as a driver.
I had already signed her up as a driver last night. She just didn't know until we got here.
We like talked about it, but I really, really want to.
Why else did I put the slider in there?
I know these things, but I don't know that, like, I don't want to hold up the track, and guaranteed I will. So I drive slow, and I can't even drift the whole thing. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes down. Whoop-a!
Well, we'll try it, we'll see, but looks like there's a lot of Miatas out here. Must be the go-to right now.
They're ready to have a good time.
There was more back there when we were talking to the camera. And I guess there's normal BMWs.
You don't see Miatas that much anymore, huh?
Drift, I guess, maybe at Adams. We just haven't been here in like a decade for this.
Yeah.
But we're back.
It's fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Right.
Hopefully, the car's fast enough. This is a high-speed track. Oh, they're yelling at us on the loudspeaker. Look, Joe's ready. Oh, there's Peggy. Peggy's also ready. Joe's car's here. They're all in one piece right now.
Dan, driver's meeting.
I know. I might skip it. Alright. It's about to go down, boys. Slow motion drifting coming right up. What?
You gotta hold it.
Contact was made already? Oh, okay.
Don't worry, Dan. I'll get you back.
Oh no, are we gonna get dents today? What are you gonna tell us?
Not to crack.
Okay, don't hit the fence, because it costs $375? $750. $750. Credit card immediately. So it's all about money in this driver's meeting. I gotta go. See how this like comes up, hits that, and kind of folds it under? Just gonna take a wild guess here. This is not gonna look like this by the time the night's over.
Hey, shut your fucking mouth then, alright? We're not gonna talk about that.
But mine aren't going to either, but I really don't care about mine.
I actually don't care about mine.
Alright. It's too slow. It like cannot link it. It like runs out of gear. And I know it couldn't spin third, so hey, this is the first time I've ever been able to like do this. We're just talking.
Oh yeah.
Me too. It's so that's funny. Well, I don't know if my car will keep up with you actually. We'll see. They both aren't gonna work great, but we could work good on certain parts, you know? I tried downshifting to first and it's so slow, it just like straightens the car out and spins tires, but I was doing the loop like I have to. And then down here, when you like come off the big corner where he's at right now, downshift to first there. And then otherwise it'll like bog you out and you'll like clutch dump second and it might spin you.
Let me give it a bit just to see how far you guys are. Sorry about that.
I'll just see you later. Alright guys, they wouldn't let us tandem with Joe at the beginning, then something happened to Joe's car and we got separated. So I've just done like 3 or 4 lead laps. We're gonna do another one right now, then we'll go find Joe or maybe we'll have Renee drive the car. It's too slow to like do the track kinda. You'll see what happens. Well, I make it do it, but it wouldn't go well with like a fast car to try and tandem with it at all. It needs to be like super slow car. Because I barely make this car link the track. And you can't manji the straightaway, they said, so I just haven't been doing it. So now I'm in the passenger seat, Renee's in the driver's seat. Someone just hit the fence and Renee hasn't even made it out there yet, so we're waiting, but this will be pretty fun to watch Renee try and do this for the first time.
The plan is just to try and actually be able to drift part of the first turn up there, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of all I'm trying to shoot for. I might like come into it way late, right?
Yeah, and what she's gonna forget to do is floor it as hard as she can, because it's this track is a little bit more grippier than, I don't know, like where we were testing it before. Different track in Mexico we were at. She did it. She just needs to stay 100% committed with the gas pedal all the way down. Whoop-ah! and I don't know if she's gonna do it, so we'll find out.
Something I felt so far, for some reason, I'm more comfortable, what would you say, turning my wheel right, turning it left than I am right for whatever reason.
This is the one she's gonna have to go hand over like that, and she doesn't like drifting that way. I thought it was she doesn't like to be on the outside of the drift, but maybe it's something to do with the hand movement. Obviously you'll get used to it over time, and she has like very little seat time, so she's gonna mess with that right now and see what happens. If she gets really shy and doesn't want to do it, I'll drive for her. But
I'm trying not to think about that, but I don't want to make anyone upset on the track. I hate being that person.
It'll be all right. Renee's gonna go for her first time, guys. Wish her luck. She's only gonna drift the next corner up ahead. Go. Try again on this corner so you feel it. Okay.
I think I keep the clutch too long.
She'll go again on the next session, guys. That was attempt number 1 of Renee's drift career. And we got it on film. This car smokes a little bit. Renee's up. He's going for it, guys. Try number 2. Do it. Yes! She did it! Okay, told you could do it. No commitment on that one.
Feeling.
Yeah, I guess it's a little scary, and it's darker out here. So she got the first third of the corner, I'd say. So good job, Renee. Turn your wheel to the right because you're at a lot of angle right now. You turn right here. You got on the handbrake to begin with too late. So you were like, for the speed you were going, you pulled the handbrake too late by like this long, but it's like hard to time. But I just can feel it, so it was too late. And then when you got back on gas, you were like fully committed, but you had to add so much angle that it spun you. If you were gonna add that much angle and that much speed, you would have had to start slightly further back on the track. So if you're gonna go that, I mean, you might not go that fast next time. It just takes time.
I'll try the handbrake a little earlier.
Maybe, okay. It's hard to like get that all figured out though, you know? You're getting it. The initial clutch kick is perfect because you like start drifting, but then you need to like get it deeper into the throttle to carry it out. Like, but if you jump too hard at the beginning, you'll spin out. So you need to like get the car settled or whatever for like 1 millisecond, and then just fully pin it.
I think I'm not used to how the wheel feels when I'm pinning it, because I'm nervous about unwinding it.
It'll do it. It talks to you. I saw you do it just right.
That's fun.
You didn't keep going. You didn't like commit hard enough at the beginning, so it's not enough angle to like actually do it. Like, no, you have to throw the car.
Dan's gonna try and follow Joe right now. He's in front of us. over and over, and I feel like I don't want to experiment or try new things too much tonight because I don't want to make a mess on the track for other drivers. I spun out twice or 3 times already.
Just twice.
Twice. I think like just learning how to actually feel the angle and not be afraid of getting on the gas is the main things, right?
And just visualizing or looking where you need to go.
Yeah.
Cause she'll like come in mid-track, but handbrake a little late, and then throw a bunch of angle to probably like keep herself on the track, but then when she gets back on the gas, it just spins. And it's like I was telling her, hey, add a handbrake and angle and like do it from further back, but I think I'm just saying things that like take a little bit of time to like learn. And so she would have probably, like she's thinking she might fly off track, and she doesn't want to do it, and I get why. There's like tons of people here watching.
I don't even care about people watching.
Oh.
I care more about the other drivers, because that sucks. Like, I don't want to take up time, and they're driving in sessions tonight. So Dan was driver for first and then the 3rd session a little later, and then I got to try a couple times in the 2nd session. So thank you, Dan. Hope you guys find it entertaining. I'll get better over time. Right now we're gonna eat some Taco Bell. All right, later. Okay, so you guys know Dan, he does not like to go slow, so he's trying to make the best of it here.
Hang in, I can't go fast enough!
More guys. Probably gonna be putting a turbo on that sooner than later.
I think we're gonna be done for tonight. We did 2 sessions. What I was gonna do is tell you guys a little bit about the car. It works great. Basically has a hair of toe out in the back. It's the only way it has enough power with how heavy it is to let us drift. Still makes a lot of grip, but it just, you turn the wheel and it wants to start drifting basically, and the butt will kick out either way. The things that we've changed since the end of that last video, we put that other seat in there. I've adjusted the handbrake. I put a little further forwards. Oh, I put a slider like I showed you guys. That's about it. Other than that, just kind of like adjusted suspension settings a little bit to make the car do what I needed to do, like drift even. And then we tried to tandem with Joe. His car's a lot faster. He has a 291 gear and I have a 427. My second gear is more like an in-between of his first and second, and if I put it in third, this doesn't have enough power to drift. It'll like drift certain scenarios in third if you're like just perfect, but I could never like follow behind someone. So we would either need to get a little turbo, or like if we had a standalone ECU on this engine, we could probably like pull like 20 more horsepower out of it, which might do it. But it's like, if I'm gonna put a standalone, which would be a Pro EFI on here, I would just put a little baby Borg Warner turbo on there. So that's probably what we need. Leave the gearing like it is, and then drifting more second third instead of right now it's like second only, because like I want to tandem with people, but it's just too much grip. This car just makes tons of grip, and it's heavy, but tires are lasting, but it just makes tons of grip. It's really weird. So I have 100 PSI in the back right now. It's like, so what we gotta do is make some changes, either like thinner tires and then try and run third. But I just feel like it's so heavy that it probably wouldn't work with it if I put like 215s or 205. I can try 215s, but it's just gonna be kind of like a trial and error till I can figure out how to tandem with people, but I just don't think it has the power as is. All in all, Needs a little bit more tuning on it to get it where I want it, but super reliable, doesn't overheat. AC was on, radio was on, had a lot of fun. Renee did her first drifting. Very cautious though. She kind of like works her way in, which is probably smarter than how I would just go send it, but that's how she is. And Joe's kind of needs to fine tune his car because it looked like it was fighting him a little bit, but he still was out there for 2 sessions and had fun with it. Maybe adjust some stuff in the back on the suspension stock right now, so he might change that. Did you have fun though?
Oh yeah, I had a bunch of fun. I still have to figure out a few things on my car, but I mean, once I do a hydraulic handbrake because my stock one's not working, I have to do that, and it should be a lot better, at least a lot more predictable, because you know, you want to check up, and I don't know where it's gonna grab or when it's gonna grab, so I have to like stab the brake.
That is not convenient. So yeah, Joe has to change that. I need to do something to make my car faster, or I just need more horsepower probably by like,
or just make it a whole bunch
40.
lighter.
Yeah, can't do that.
The rear seats?
I could literally get 30 pounds out of it probably. That car is like,
It's so messed up.
it shouldn't even be running, and it stayed running. It just smokes the whole time.
It's shooting like, you know those like smoke rings?
Yeah.
It'll shoot like 10 smoke rings sometimes.
There's a lot of people here. Oh, they're starting to leave. Well, we're gonna load up and then head out, guys. So, first track day with both these cars. I think it was successful because we didn't have like major issues, but we gotta like keep tuning on them to get them where we want them, basically.
We'll get it figured out.
We will, and then we'll start denting doors. But for now, no dents happen today. Clean body still. See you guys.